Everyone. I'm Leela, the host of the Leela Show on 953 Jams. I have Mr. Drew and Andrea Talbert here, the creators of Bistro Huddy. So we're about to interview them and learn about their creative process. So let's go ahead and get the party started. Tell us where we know you from.
Uh, Probably, unless you're my neighbor. You may hold that. Probably from the online series Bistro Huddy that Andrea and I co-create, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
That's
looks different without a wig, though.
yeah, exactly. If you're like, wait, what? Just picture me in a wig doing crazy stuff, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So, how did you get started creating Bistro Huddy?
Um, so background is in improv and sketch comedy. Actually, both of us attended this groundling school. I ended up teaching there too. That's where I had a bunch of wigs from. We do characters. But COVID, when it shut down my restaurant job, I was a server and I was teaching, shut it all down. Andrea had gotten on TikTok because her friend wanted her to. And I was skeptical. If you go back to 2020, none of us were really on it, and but I kept seeing all these funny videos people would make. I'm like, I could do that, so I downloaded it, and then the one that blew up for me was a waiter skit I did, where I played the waiter, the mom, and a little boy, and it blew up. And I'm like, oh, I've got 22 years of videos like this. So I started doing those, and then she started helping me with them as it started growing, and then we've just been kind of turning it from just random videos into more of a cohesive, almost like series. 1 minute episode comedy series. Yeah, that's where it started, like COVID.
Yeah.
All right. So you said you taught acting class at Groundling. Do you still offer acting classes?
June 23rd, we're doing a seminar online, so anybody can do it. I think it's like $55. You go to groundlings.com and you can register. I think there's a limited slots, but we're doing a seminar explaining what we do, kind of like how we take their style of characters and enhance your content creation. So we're doing that, but otherwise I have not been teaching for a few years. Yeah.
You need to get back into it.
It's time. It's time. We got two kids. It's like, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And Andrea, tell me a little bit more about you.
So I moved out to LA like 20 years ago now, I think, to be an actor, as like most people do here. And little things here and there, but we started to realize that you need to kind of create your own opportunities. Like no one's going to do it for you. So both of us at separate times of our lives and careers had created other pilots that we tried to pitch to networks as a TV show. And we were always like really proactive about creating our own opportunities and not just like waiting for someone to do it. And so once, Drew started getting success with Bistro Huddy, it wasn't Bistro Huddy in the beginning, it was like random server video. We started seeing this as like a really amazing opportunity and just started writing together. And we've created a little show with this amazing community. And yeah.
She wrote and produced a pilot called Diary of a Teenage Nobody that had some interest like back in the day. It's really good, like full on produced thing.
But everything happens for a reason, and this was the path I was supposed to go on.
I guess so. I reckon so.
Okay, so you both have a background in acting and film and stuff like that, and then you just created your own series. That's beautiful. You created your own opportunities instead of waiting on somebody to hire you.
I mean, but
I know that's right.
you have to understand this is years and like decades of trying. And TikTok didn't exist. I didn't know this was a thing. In 2018, we tried to make a YouTube channel. And after a year, the Curtis Creep Show,
I've seen everything.
I've deleted a lot of that.
Some on there still.
There's a few on there, but we had video a week for a year, and after all that, had 200 subscribers. So, but we've been trying. But yeah, it wasn't like, oh, we moved out here and thought, let's just make our own, and boom, here we are. It was like failed auditions, a lot of beating your head against the wall. Honestly, I would have given up already, but Andrea was the one who like wouldn't let me stop. So,
But I have something to add about creating your own opportunities because I feel like when we first moved out here, like Drew was saying, I don't even know if YouTube was really like the thing right when we moved out here to like create your own content. I feel like there weren't a lot of avenues to kind of create your own stuff. It was a lot harder. And now with TikTok and even Reels and YouTube Shorts, all of these things, I feel like it's never been easier to try to create your own stuff.
Yeah.
It's not as intimidating as it used to be.
yeah.
And I think that so many people put this pressure on themselves to like have this like banger right out the gate that's gonna like make them successful. And one of the things I love about you is he had like so many random things that he started out with and you never took them off your accounts. Like if you scroll back 5 years, you see like all the random things he tried in the beginning.
I took a couple off.
Okay, a couple. A couple. But the point is, it's good that people know, like, you didn't just like one day have this Bistro Huddy idea, and that's like been your success from the beginning. You were on there for a little bit.
The back scratch.
Oh yeah, there was some cringy ones.
Duets were a thing. I don't know. So my idea was like, hey, duet this if you need to vent to someone, and I would just sit there like halfway, like. And I was like, people would duet being like, my boss just told me.
But you kind of like gained followers from
yeah, people were into Wait, stupid.
I mean, you didn't come on. You said it, not me.
Yeah. True. Were you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So tell us about some of the Bistro Huddy characters for those that don't know.
You want to start? You want to tell them?
Okay. I mean, I feel like Leeler has like the best takes on these characters. It'll be better than like us. No, like for real. Like this is like no one
could just go to her
like
account
you say them and I'm like, yeah, like if you go to Leeler's account, you'll see like their pinned videos and they're so good. But Bistro Huddy has a lot of characters. I'll start with like some of the staff and you could start with some of the regulars.
Sure.
So front of the house, we have Amber. Amber is our hostess. Our servers are Nicole, Brad, Aaron, Bridget, and now Trick is like server / busser. Oscar is another busser.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the kitchen, we have Chef Joey is the executive chef. Mm-hmm. Chef Ruby is the sous chef. And then we have Pickles, Nico, and Harold's the dishwasher.
You say Terry?
Oh, I never forgot.
Front of the house. Terry's the manager. And then the bar, you got Clinton, Deb.
Yeah,
and that's the staff. Pretty sure. I mean, there's been a few like references to old staff that have come and gone. But yeah, that's the main side. And then we got the regulars. You got Tim and Pam, our southern redneck characters. And then you got Bob and Phyllis. We don't see that much anymore. They're the goofy, like dad joke cringe, but lovable. And then you got Sybil and Madge, the dirty old ladies. And we're always messing with the boys there. And you got Poppy and River, who are the LA douchebag couple, and like trust fundy kind of, entitled. And then
we have one that no one really knows her name, but she's always we just refer to her as Becker. So if you see her, you'll be like, we've put her. She's kind of like the one that
she's like a young Karen.
Becker. So the only time you've ever heard Becker is like when she's come in for a reservation. She's like one of the people that will come in for her reservation, but she's like 30 minutes early, so the table's not ready. And then by the time of her reservation, which is like a normal time for her to be sat, she'll be like, I've been waiting for 30 minutes. But it's but you came early and your reservation wasn't until 7.
In that first video, she said her name, Becker.
Yeah. And so whenever we need like a little kind of like rude customer, because because Karen, we made the mistake of making Nicole's mom. So now it's like you obviously would want to see Karen against Nicole, but it's like as a mother-daughter dynamic, it's weird. So Becker is like our
and now
rude
we have
character.
Another Karen, the Bergmans.
Oh, yeah, Bergmans.
So we had them as one video where they got 86, where Terry's like, you can't come in here anymore because they were so awful. And they're based off of a real couple we serve.
Yeah.
But we brought them back a couple weeks ago. So now we have another Karen and male Karen type, the Bergmans.
And all of these people are played by Drew in a wig. Different wigs.
Different wigs. Yeah.
But yeah, the Bergmans are based on real people, and it's actually one of the few videos that triggers me to watch because they even look like that.
Yeah, it's some very specific references in there in the details.
I hope they
are. I hope they are.
Y'all messed up.
They of
If
all
they
the
watch,
places I've worked, of all the people I haven't not enjoyed serving, they take the cake for one specific reason, and it's in the first video. They had this knack of acting like they were your buddy, showing you vacation photos, all this stuff, and then one little thing would be off, and they turn on you, and
Wow,
that that
I hope to.
did something to me different than just someone coming in being an a-hole, you know.
I hope they watch. If they watched it, there's no doubt that they would know that's about them. 100%. It is very clear to anyone that knows them that that is who it's about.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping their kids watch and be like, Mom, Dad, come
Like
here.
it is very it is very based on truth.
I hope they see this. Y'all rich now. What they gonna do?
Well, we don't use their name.
Yeah,
But
they're
they'll
gonna
know.
know.
They'll know.
They're gonna know.
They'll know.
I hope they see this. I hope they react to it.
We'll run into them one day and they're like, the Bergmans, huh?
React to it. No, they're not social media types.
You never know. They might have a burner account. You never know.
You never do.
I can see.
They might be building a case on y'all. Wow. Okay, so what I like about y'all is that y'all like to give back. So tell us about some of your philanthropic ventures that you've done.
Yeah. Well, it started
October.
October of last year.
Mhm.
We started designating a different organization to give 100% of the profits from our merch sales to. So we've been continuing that. We've got them lined up through the rest of the year, I think. Like with the LA fires, did the World Kitchen.
Black History Month, we did Feed the Soul.
Feed the Soul, which they help empower small businesses, mostly restaurants, owned by people of color, and mostly, right? I think
it was just different,
yeah. And then we did one that what's the hair children with hair loss, and so kids with like alopecia that don't have the money for like a real hair wig, and adults they get them those wigs for free that look amazing, and they're just such. And that was one of our Patreon subscribers, Adam, alerted us to them, and he works with a group. He's this really tall, like 6'8" guy with long hair, and their group is called the Long Hairs. It's these men with long hair that just give and give, and like they help this community out. So anyway,
because I feel like I kind of am the one that will research the different foundations, and then I'll be like, hey, what do you think about this? And I try to find ones that are smaller that could benefit a little bit more from the money than like bigger ones. Obviously, like when we get into October, we have a breast cancer one. There's not really a lot of small ones like that, but we just try to find ones that.
And this
month is Glisten. It helps create safe environments for kids learning in schools, free from bullying and harassment.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. I love it. So what inspires y'all to give back?
I feel like that's just like the people we are. We always love to do stuff like that. And I think like when you don't have the financial resources, you always like before we didn't. And so it was like, how can we help? So it was a lot of volunteering. We would try to volunteer. I've always like, even like the Humane Society, even when I had like no money, I still do my little monthly donations to them. And so once we started to be able to make more money doing this, we were like, okay, because for us, the merch was never like, it was obviously a revenue stream, but we never looked at it as like, we want to get rich off of our merch. It was always like, we wanted to be like, we've never raised our prices to the fans as of now. We've been doing this for 3 years because we want it to be something that they could afford, but obviously we also have to make like a little bit from it. So we were like, let's just designate that revenue stream to help other people. And some months it's like really big, some months it's not as big. But
I just remembered, it started with my buddy.
Yeah.
My buddy has a treatment center for people with addiction in Tennessee, where I'm from. And he started it. He and I went to college together, and he had reached out like, hey, I'm starting this thing. And
but also
that's
talk about you. So Drew's been clean for
I've been
11 years.
over 10 years clean and sober. Thank you. And so when he reached out about that, I was like, oh, this is a great way. And I just said to her, hey, could we just do like the profits from our merch sales for, these month or two? I think we did 3 months, October, November, and December to his thing. And then after that, we were like, let's just keep this going and maybe pick different causes. And my buddy was like, why not still me? No, I'm just kidding. We did that. Why do I got to make everything a joke?
You are funny. Okay, so yeah, that's another reason to tap into Bistro Huddy. They give back. And then so what makes you all like interact so much with your fans? Like I've noticed that you always respond to comments. Y'all are here. Look, hello. I feel so special, that y'all came out to do this interview with me. With like, what makes you all want to, interact with your fans?
I have two reasons, but I'll say one is gratitude. I think like trying so long and a little success coming our way so quote unquote later in life, like for me, I'm not gonna say her age, but mid 40s for me, the first taste of an audience. I'm very grateful. But the other one is it's such an opportunity for inspiration for continuing content. I think that's one of the beautiful things about this new world of entertainment that we live in. I mean, do you realize what the creators of like, not that they needed it, super successful, but like Friends, all these like big shows would have done to have instantaneous feedback in comment sections? Like they have to wait for focus groups, maybe after the series is already shot for next series. But like, so it's just a it's an amazing opportunity, I feel like, to connect with your fans. But also we just genuinely have found some amazing people like you, and there's just amazing people out there that enrich it. That's my
Yeah. I was gonna say the gratitude thing. I think that there's so many people that are big creators and I don't see them in the comment section. And maybe it's like a mental health thing because like some creators do get some nasty comments and like it could affect you. It affected. I feel like I've gotten better about it. We don't really get a lot of nasty comments for the most part. They're good.
Leela comes in there.
She every now and then she's like, "Fuck you guys."
Like
No, you
this
never.
one is not it, guys.
Y'all really read the comments.
Try it again.
Yeah.
She does not.
No, but for us, I think that you the people that are watching your content are the reason why you're able to do this. Like if they weren't there doing this stuff. And for us, like Drew said, it did happen later in life. It happened in our 40s. We were out here trying so hard to make a career just like entertaining people. And so to be able to make a living doing that because of these people that are watching and commenting, like it just really means so much to us. And
we're just so scared it'll go
away. No, it's cool. It's cool to like, especially like in person, if people recognize Drew at a restaurant, it's cool to just like see a face to someone that is like helping, supporting. It's like our dream. It's truly our dream. So I think that's why we're always in the comments and also like the fan art stuff, like the fact that people take time out of their day to create stuff. It's amazing. It is amazing. And cosplayers, like that just means so much to us that like that they would do stuff like that. So we love it. We're very grateful.
Y'all are so humble. So I love it though. So when you guys like first got rich, first were able to quit your what's so funny? I looked up your salary, y'all.
There's one that's accurate. A lot of that, there was one that was like, his net worth is $23 million. I'm like, bitch, where? I use that to like manifest. I'm like, all right, maybe one day we'll be. But there's one that's pretty.
We're very blessed, like especially considering where we were.
Y'all are comfortable. That's what rich people say, comfortable. Now
I've just seen some of these websites what they predict.
A lot of them will calculate, they'll calculate based on YouTube views, but it's shorts, and shorts you don't get paid the same. So they're like, he has a net worth of like blah 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 millions. I'm like,
the views we have on our YouTube shorts, if they were on regular like,
oh my god, videos, ballers, we'd be so rich. Yeah. We do make really amazing money doing this, and I think though for us, like Drew said, it's like such a, I don't even know how to phrase this, but it did happen later in life. So we had no retirement plan. We had like nothing set up to like help our kids in the future. And so we like could be just like balling out, having like a nice car. Like Drew, this is like talk about humble. So up until like a year ago, we had two cars, right? I have a Kia Telluride, that's our family car we drive, and he had this Ford Fiesta that was like pretty old, it was paid off. So we're like, why are we gonna get a new car? It drives fine. Like it had some like damp paint peeling off, but like it drives fine. Like we don't need a new car. So we had just used the other car. We were pretty much like a one car family for a while because we just didn't need the other one. And
It
then
was just sitting there.
and it was sitting there. And
That's
then
how you save money.
that's how you save money. And so I had to drive it to this thing and the speakers started to stop working. So every now and then the speakers would be fine. And then it literally sounded like a bullet hit the window and the speaker, it would scare you. And then the speakers popped.
Terrifying.
So then it went from that to like full on crazy static. So I was like, Drew, go see how much it would cost to fix the speakers because this is just not safe for us.
Yeah.
So we hadn't driven the car for a while. He went to turn it on. The battery was dead. He popped the hood, and rats had taken over the car. So the car became
And this
rat.
is after the fame.
Oh yeah, we're
Okay.
like we have money. We could like pay cash for it. We're driving a rat infested car. We
What?
I mean, you couldn't really drive it.
couldn't.
So Bistro
And
Huddy
sometimes you
got
lift
rats.
up the hood. Sometimes you lift up the hood, and one would just be looking at you like, "Excuse me,
Yeah.
like close it.
This is home.
I am
Yeah, like,
indecent."
sir.
Yeah, I'd be
So
like,
that's just to like paint the picture of like for us, like when you
Yeah.
don't have money for so long and you get it, we're like we need to be responsible. Like we don't need to be
well,
like
we have a
buying
lot
new-
of catching up to do with retirement savings and all that.
Okay.
And we had just bought our first home, so that, a lot of
Congratulations.
thank you so
on
much.
yours.
Yeah, so
Especially
we're,
out here. Okay.
we're
Crazy.
good. We're good, but yeah, we're not trying to.
We're not flashy people.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
Okay. A rat infested car. Wow.
Gone now.
we sold it to CarMax.
we upgraded. We upgraded.
Okay.
So
Okay.
funny though. He came in. He had like dish gloves on. He's like, I can't. We need to just have someone take it away. I can't because there was like so much rat fur and like.
Oh yeah, CarMax. If you're watching this, that
Right.
one I sold you was a totally different car.
We had it
Right.
clean. We had it clean before. And at that point, I think you just use it for parts. Like no one's.
Sure, yeah. Someone's driving around in my Ford
He
Fiesta
said-
right now, going, "Wait,
He said CarMax offered us. I don't even remember. I'm like, do it.
if you
Get
bought
rid
a
of it."
silver Ford Fiesta 2012 from CarMax
You're
from last
exposing
year,
yourself.
I'm so sorry."
Oh my
Wait
God.
a minute. What?
No, it
No,
was
we-
no.
no, it was-
That they do a very thorough inspection. I had it thoroughly clean,
good.
so
Yeah.
I didn't like. I wasn't like, you can't
had
pull
it
one over
fully.
on them.
There was-
Okay.
If you pop the hood, there was no evidence.
I had
of that ever
parts redone, and it was fine.
That's funny. This is after the fact. I love it because that's when I get rich. I'm gonna be the same way.
Yeah.
And my car is
That's how you
yeah.
feel rich. Like the people,
Right.
like you hear people that one guy that won like the largest lottery, one of the largest lotteries out here, that was buying like $50 million houses. Like he's like running out of money now, and I'm like, you had like $1 billion. Like how? I forget what his name was.
Oh, wow.
Someone Castro. I forget. But yeah, he'll be fine. Yeah, but we're not those people.
Okay. So describe the feeling of being able to like quit your job and become full-time Bistro Huddy creators because y'all have your kids, so y'all work from home. So tell us about the transition and just the experience.
I mean, it is a dream. Like, like to succeed in this way and to have the quality of time that we have with our kids and each other is insane. I mean, it's really, really awesome. I will go back to this moment early on. COVID's still kind of a thing, and our restaurant was starting to pull servers back in, but things were starting to heat up with the online stuff. And I was so scared I'd have to go back to serving.
Well, that's more
And she looked me in the eye and she was like, "You're not going back. If I have to work, I will." And I just started like crying. Like in that moment, she was just like,
I think as the thing to
Is
add,
that-
like you had said, like things started picking up. But like we said, we tried a YouTube channel, we tried our own things, and so it was the first time that he wasn't working multiple. Like obviously, you live out here, you have to work multiple jobs. We both were working multiple jobs, and so it was the first time he had time to do anything, and the first time that his talent was being validated by all these strangers watching it. So I was like, we can't figure it out. We can't stop. And we never, I mean, we obviously hoped and dreamed something like this could happen,
but at the time it was not generating that
no, we
kind of
weren't making
revenue.
any money.
Like a little bit.
And then I see you guys have sponsored content, advertisements. So tell us about some of the brands that you've worked with.
The most fun was Mellow Mushroom, and they were early on, and we worked with them for years. They're a real pizza chain that we actually, before we ever worked with them, was like our favorite. Okay.
Mellow Mushroom is lit.
Okay. So whenever we're in Nashville, we hit the same one near my family's house in Franklin, and we always loved it. So when they wanted to work with us, we were like, yes. And so we worked with them even when other brands were paying far more because of our. They were we stuck around with them.
We really liked them
because they were easy to work with.
And like a big thing for us is like creative freedom. Like we know it's gonna like hit with the audience and not. And if it feels too salesy,
right,
it's not gonna work. And it was just like it was such an organic thing to work with them because it's another restaurant.
It was Nicole's
we
second
had Nicole
job.
there as her second job, and
So yeah, them and Pilot Pens is fun because it works so well with what we do, because all servers use pens, and that was fun because we were down at her dad's house in Florida, and I went into her old bedroom just to film this. It was an idea about like I showed 3 different kinds of pens, and it wasn't even a wig as a character. I was just like, any server knows this pen. Yeah, you're fine. You'll use it. This pen, you'll let other customers take it if they want, whatever. And I go, but this pen, I held up a Pilot G2. Don't steal it. And it blew up. The video blew up, and then Pilot sent a gift back to me and all this stuff. And then, it was like a year or more later, they were like, "Hey, let's make some content." And we've been making stuff with them. Yeah, Babel.
Free pens for life.
Yeah, so yeah,
right. So my next question is, so I see that you guys are very humble, hardworking. I know it takes like 6 hours or more to create a video. So how do you guys have fun? How do you celebrate?
Yeah.
We have always from the beginning had said we're gonna prioritize family, like family over work. But it's like a job. So you have your work hours. So there's certain days that is like a filming day where Drew will go film and edit. But we do still make sure we have time to like do some fun stuff with our kids. If we're gonna go on a trip, we don't want to have to worry about filming or obviously anything then. So he'll just work extra days before so we can just go and enjoy ourselves. But we just took our kids to the LA County Fair for the first time. We'd gone before, they never gone. It was like they loved it. And there's just like little.
We get date nights in because of her sister Lauren. Yeah. Watch the kids. We get a little date nights in. We had one last week.
Such homebodies too that we have fun at home.
We do have a lot of fun though. Disney's always fun. We go on trips and stuff like that. We just love doing stuff as a family. So a lot of it's like family stuff. But she is like. The amount of fun I've had since meeting her versus like the decade before is like infinitely more.
You be lit. Yeah.
She, like every couple's kind of like this. She's like not really worried about the future as much. She's like more in the now. Let's have fun. Let's do the thing. And I'm more like, well, hold on. Is this a practical use of our money and this and that? So we have a good balance, but she definitely pulls me out and
of your shit.
Yeah, just to do more fun
for
things.
For me, like the biggest thing for life for me is like memories. Like everything else is like whatever, but like creating memories. And even when I was a kid, I did not grow up with money. My dad was like a single dad raising me. We did not have any money, but I had so many fun memories as a child. And so it's always like, how can we create the most fun memories? That's what, like we said, even at our house, like fun stuff at our house, or I'm big on that. Yeah. And now that we have money, I'm like, I want to go to like a Dodgers game and sit in like really amazing seats and like go like once as opposed to like multiple times and like worse seats in the nosebleeds. Like I'd rather have that like moment that is really special as opposed to the other ones. And now he's like spoiled because he doesn't want to sit in the bad seats anymore. I've ruined it for you.
Okay, all right. So what can we look? Oh, you know what I gotta ask you. So in the future, when you guys get older, are your kids gonna do Bistro Huddy? Like when you retire?
Our son is 6. He already is. There's
Good.
one video on our account with him where he helped me recreate a dine and dash
And
scene.
he actually did it better.
He did it better.
He ran because it's like fake running.
He was like 3.5 at the time.
He did
So
so good.
cute. But he used to come in more often and like put on the wigs and stuff. But the other day, our 2.5-year-old started being curious about it for the first time too. They both have very charismatic personalities for sure. So we'll see.
So you said you guys were thinking about bringing Bistro Huddy to life. So how's that process going to like creating a live show?
Oh, I don't know how much we should say at this point. I don't think
I could be big.
Oh,
I mean, we don't know if this could be a thing, but we've always thought it'd be so fun. There's so many people that are fans of Bistro Huddy that don't live locally to us and that we would never ever get to meet. So it would be so fun to figure out some way to do some sort of touring situation. We don't really know how it's going to look exactly, but we would love in the future to. No, I'm being secretive.
Okay.
We might be working on something big.
Big.
But yeah, hopefully one day.
Yeah, I hope Houston is the first stop on this tour. I will be there, and I'll audition. If y'all need people to play the characters, I have a tape. I have headshots. I will audition.
Okay.
I'll play Bridget. I got a red wig.
Okay.
Yes.
I would love to be in Houston because I like barbecue.
Oh yeah, Houston got some good barbecue places. Okay. Well, I have another question. Then we're gonna wrap this up soon. So, do you guys cook the Santa Fe chicken?
No, but we.
What?
Kind of.
I love how shocked you are. She's like, this interview is over. Get out. You frauds. Oh my god, that's so funny. No, but I've had to make stuff for various. There's some videos where we really need a shot of the food and I'll have to make something, and then there's some
He'll
where
get so
it's
proud
like,
of himself too. He'll be like, "Look at my little chef decoration on here with like the sauce."
hey, if you would just come in there on your own and say, "Wow, this is amazing," I wouldn't have to beg for validation. But I've asked like, there's one thing we might be working on, so I'm trying to be vague, but like maybe it'll be a real Santa Fe chicken one day.
I mean, it's a real thing. I've had it. It's so good.
I love though that Santa Fe chicken is associated with Bistro Huddy because I'll see TikToks all the time of a menu that's like a Santa Fe chicken sandwich, and they're like, "Bistro Huddy, where you at?"
They'll think that the restaurant's shouting us out.
No, so I don't know if you saw this. But she went to a California Pizza Kitchen, and it literally says California Pizza Kitchen, and she was like, "At Bistro Huddy, what did you have? I don't remember."
I had chicken piccata.
Oh yeah, chicken piccata.
That's my most viral video.
And everyone's like, "Wait, is it real? Oh my god, I didn't know it was real." And it's like it literally says California.
So like,
it literally says California Pizza Kitchen.
She was just so matter of fact about it.
Yeah. Yes, that's my most viewed video.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and you know what? I want to give a shout out to y'all because ever since I made that video, my page is lit now. Like, I'm getting famous off of y'all. So thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
It's so true. It's like maybe we were the reason why people went there in the first place, but you and your personality are why they stayed.
Yeah.
Because you're so
Thank
funny.
you.
You're so
Thank
funny.
you. Yes. So, how can the people keep up with you? Or are they stuttering? Are there any final remarks that you guys have?
I mean, we're on like Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube.
All under True Talbert.
I would also, but you need to follow her on Instagram too because she does monthly giveaways. So she'll do like a trivia question, and she'll give out merch or Patreon memberships, and then that leads me to Patreon too. We have a Patreon for additional content. That's kind of where you should follow. But hers is Andrea Kelly on Instagram and Andrea.Kelly on TikTok.
Yeah.
Any remarks?
Closing remarks. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. I feel like don't put a limit on how much time you're gonna do. It happened to us, like Drew said, later in life. And if we would have given up so long ago, we would have never be here right now.
Yeah. And tip your server.
Yeah.
Bartender.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I worked at a restaurant before. I got
Okay.
fired.
All right, story time.
Yes. So I worked at this restaurant called Papados in Houston, Texas. Yeah, they fired me because I didn't go to work on Mother's Day. But I have a mom that I want to cherish. I was spending time with my mom. Yeah.
Those Mother's Day shifts are so brutal too.
Well, I wouldn't know because I didn't go. Yes, and then they were so strict. Like they got mad at me for eating crackers that they put on the table. They were like, "That's theft." I was like, "Oh my goodness, couldn't do it."
That's one of the server meals. You dip the crackers in ranch or blue cheese and like nibble with that.
That's not. I wouldn't eat that, but teach his own. But yeah, so what I did, I went on my birthday. I got the most expensive thing. I showed them. Yeah.
Oh, you did? After you were fired?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the food is still good. Yeah.
Yeah. You went to the same location, and they're like, "Oh, hey."
Yeah, they recognize me. Yeah.
Like, can't get rid of me, guys.
Right. Yeah, because I had been going there since I was a kid, and then I just got it as like a second job. But yeah, it didn't work out. So
it's hard. Restaurant jobs are hard.
it's hard. Yes. Yeah, people are sleep on. It's hard work, and I worked in fast food for a long time.
Okay. I did a little bit of that, like Blippies, not Blippy. Y'all have kids. Blimpies. It's a
you worked in fast food too?
I did. One of my first jobs was at it's like a Subway. Blimpies. Do you have that? Where they slice the meat?
I've never heard of it. We had them in Florida. I think it was just like certain states.
Shady location. The owner would leave and leave these like teenagers in charge. I was a teenager, but they were like a couple years older, and they were selling illegal stuff out of there. So, and they'd have like a little marquee sign that would scroll. It would tell the specials, and they would change it to say, "Please ask for oregano," whenever they had stuff, because oregano looks similar to what they were selling. And I was a church boy. I was sitting there making sandwiches, and I could see out of my side. They were in there like weighing stuff out for people, and I'd be like, just petrified.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never heard anything like that. Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe Bistro Huddy could get a drive-through one day.
Yeah, a drive-through. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see the owner Spencer telling them they got to do that. Like, what?
So
people don't want to dine anymore.
I need my shout out.
We got to shout her out.
Yeah.
All right, on a 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Well, all right. Thank y'all so much for coming and doing this interview. And we had so much fun. And yes, y'all make sure y'all tune in to the Leela Show on 953 Jams. And yeah, thank you so much.